Hello, this is Dog Army Gaming. Today I'm going to be reading Diary of an 8-Bit Warrior. I'll be reading about 20 pages of it. My friend Stump said he once sold a moldy potato to a warrior for 5 emeralds. I guess that warrior was really hungry. I have to watch out for more than just traders, too. Some of the villagers are real jerks. Especially that kid Max. He's always telling me these unbelievable stories. Well, some kids believe him. Max likes scaring anyone he can. The other day, he was telling some kids about a monster called the Pooh Screamer. Supposedly, a Pooh Screamer is a special type of creeper. Creepers are green, of course, because they're made out of leaves. But a Pooh Screamer is brown because it's made out of poo. You really don't want to be around when one of these things explodes. When it attacks, it doesn't hiss like normal. It makes a loud gurgling sound, or so Max says. Of course, Max just made it up. I know that. But a few little kids totally fell for it. While those kids were playing in the street, Max hid behind a nearby house. He made the sound of a Pooh Screamer. Supposedly it makes grag, It terrified some of those kids. From what I heard, they wouldn't go near a bathroom for days after that. They didn't want the Pooh Screamer to get them. Yeah, welcome to my life. Irritating mobs, greedy librarians, and Max. Last night I had a crazy dream. Our village had warriors and I was one of them. I looked at an Enderman straight in the eye. I defeated a skeleton with my bare hands. And I mowed zombies down like farmers harvesting beetroots. Finally, I punched a creeper so hard it bounced right off the ground and flew up into the sun where it exploded, making the sun brighter. The sun burned up and the rest of the zombies and skeletons. Yeah, that's the kind of warrior I want to be. But that was just a dream. In reality, school is starting on Monday and I just turned 12. 12. That's the age when villagers stop being kids and learn a profession. A lot of the other kids are into subjects like farming and crafting and building, but combat is my favorite subject. I wish our school had a few combat classes. I don't want to be a blacksmith or a butcher. Maybe a priest, or maybe I can just run away and be like Steve. No, how can I run away? I love my mom too much. My dad's pretty cool too. Of course he wants me to be a farmer like him. But it's hard being a farmer. By the way, people can just walk up and steal your crops. That happened today. Some weird guy came into our village and started taking our carrots. My dad tried to stop him, but the guy hit my dad with a stone pickaxe. I was really angry, but the iron golem was nearby. I was even angry. The iron golem punched the guy so hard that he dropped his pickaxe and ran away. I sold the pickaxe to a blacksmith for 3 emeralds. I guess I'm learning, huh? Saturday. The mobs attacked again last night. Why would anyone want to attack such a beautiful place? It also has walls that keep the slimes and zombies out. As you can see, the village is huge. It also is one of the biggest in Minecrafteria. Now, some of you reading this diary might be thinking, wait, villages don't have walls. This isn't just any village, though. It's a village town. And it wasn't us who came up with the idea for the wall. Steve taught us how to build it. Besides, if you were a villager, what would you do? Would you seriously not want to build a wall? We're not stupid, you know. Most of us anyway. The mayor won't let us fight the mobs directly, but we can still defend ourselves. Not that it matters too much. Even with a stone wall surrounding our village, mobs still get in, as you can see from the other night. Mobs here are really, really smart. Don't believe me? Let me tell you about what the mobs did last night. They came up with a way to get a bunch of slimes over the wall. A nasty little trick. They're calling it the creeper bomb. I'll try to give you a drawing. Super secret mob tactics. Crazy, right? This is how it worked. Basically, the slimes and the slimes piled onto the creeper and boom. The creeper exploded and the blast threw the slimes high into the sky. Someone over the wall into the city. Of course, the explosion killed the slimes. Here's the thing, though. When a slime dies, it splits into smaller slimes. A rain of baby slimes into the city. So as a result, the creeper bomb is... Yeah, so this is the picture. So they all come on the creeper explodes, and they all fly over the wall. When I was outside when it happened, I looked up and a baby slime fell from the sky and landed right on my face. It died from the fall, but I was drenched in disgusting ooze. I also coughed up a slime ball. Gack. I'm probably going to have nightmares tonight. Don't laugh at me. I mean, how would you feel if a baby slime splattered all over you? You probably want to be very happy. Then, as luck would I have it, my mom made mushroom stew for lunch. Really? Was that some kind of joke? I get attacked by slime. Now she's making me mushroom stew. I couldn't eat it. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Anyway, you just wouldn't believe how creative the mobs are getting. They're getting smarter and cooperating. That's just one of their tactics. There's also the zombie ladder where zombies form a staircase next to the wall. There's also the spider elevator where spiders carry other mobs up and over the wall. You're thinking, wait, mobs don't do those things. Mobs don't work together. All I can really say is, just come to my village, you'll find out. Life as a villager isn't easy in these parts. It's humiliating the way they treat us. I really wish we could fight it back, but we won't have to suffer anymore. However, there's a rumor going around. Maybe, just maybe, some of the students can enter warrior training this year. I'm not getting my hopes up, though. Okay, I have to take another bath. I've already taken one, but I still smell like slime. Sunday. School starts tomorrow. I'm a little nervous. I haven't put much thought into my profession. This morning I had to go gather seeds again. Sigh. My exciting life, I took a stick with me. Pretended the stick was a sword and the tall clumps of grass were skeletons, and the short grass was spiders. Pathetic, I know. After 30 minutes of attacking the grass for their seeds, I saw Steve. As he approached, I remembered the questions I'd wanted to ask him. Hey, where do you come from anyway? A village? Village, he shook his head. No, I'm from another world. Another world? What was he talking about? I must have looked at him kind of strangely. I said, whatever. None of the other villagers believe me. Why should you? For a second, I just decided to play along. I thought maybe he was joking with me or something. Okay, I said, what's the name of your world? Earth. Earth, that's a strange name, isn't it? How did you get there? I don't know. I can't remember much. 1 second I was there, and then I was here. But that was months ago. Well, he didn't look like he was any of us villagers. Maybe he did come from another world. When I looked at him, I saw kind of sadness in his eyes. I wanted to cheer him up. I hope you find your way back home, I said. Your parents must miss you. Thanks, he said. He paused. Wait, so you actually believe me? I nodded. Of course. You saved our village and showed us the way to build that wall. Thanks. No problem, he said. The mobs around here are pretty hardcore. I figured you guys could need a hand. I nodded again. For a moment, neither of us said anything. Then I spoke up. Steve, do you think a villager could ever become a warrior? Steve beamed like the square sun. The way you were slaying grass earlier, he said, yeah, I don't see why not. Our elders won't allow it, he said. I said, they say it's too dangerous. Well, sometimes you have to fight back, Steve said. That's a part of life, you know. I said, the only thing I know is watering crops and feeding chickens and pigs. Steve put his hand upon my shoulder. You're not missing out on anything, he said. Trust me. This one 3 days ago, sleeping in a dirt hole, eating raw fish. Sounds amazing to you? Not exactly. So appreciate what you have. Maybe you're right, her. By the way, he said, did you start school yet? Nope. Let me show you a few tricks on crafting. And so for the rest of the day, I learned a few tricks from Steve. While we were crafting tools, he asked if he could borrow the wooden stick I've been playing with earlier. I told him it'd be his best for the low price of just 20 emeralds. Yeah, I'm definitely wearing. Monday. I had to start my first day of school today. It wasn't so bad. The villager school of Minecraft and Worry. Max saw me writing in his diary, though. Since he plans to be a librarian, he wanted to take a look at it. I didn't let him, of course. If he probably had the other kids something involving me diapers and a poo screamer. A couple of village parents were talking about nearby old village street. Her. The first thing this morning, assistants gave their students their schedules. Here are my classes. Morning, crafting, essential wall building, anti-creeper defense, tricking zombies, escaping zombies. Afternoon, anti-skeleton defense, trading basics, advanced wheat farming. I'm not really into crafting, to be honest. I take farming over crafting anyway. Mostly my parents have already taught me the basics of farming, so I feel comfortable with it. At some point, the village elders showed up at our school along with the mayor himself. That meant something important was happening, obviously. When the mayor started giving one of his speeches about mobs, my heart started to soar. We need to adapt, the mayor said. The mobs are getting smarter and stronger. They're working together. We need to start fighting back. You know, many of you have been asking about this, said another elder. We realize we can't just hide in our homes forever. The head teacher stepped forward. And so this means that top 5 students this year will have the opportunity to be warriors. A few gasps spread through the crowd of students. The hush of excitement. No one could believe it, including myself. The rumors were true. At the end of the school year, the top 5 students can choose to become warriors. If my prayers had come true, sometimes I did pray. Our village has a church, you know. However, there are 150 students this year. My competition would be extremely tough. Max was most likely going to try. He could brag about it, and so will Pebble, who's a kid who's arguably worse than Max. Actually, most of the students will probably try. Wielding a sword, wearing armor, that's just too cool. And that's 20 pages. Bye.